former economic advisor to President George W. Bush, Douglas Holtz-Eakin. He's also the president of the American Action Forum. Douglas, good to see you again. Let's start here with just your reaction to this 75 basis point increase.
Well, I thought you could make the case for either a 50 or a 75-point move. The case for a 50-point move is that that was the plan, and the Fed wants to convey the message that it understands the problem, it has a plan, and it's sticking to its plan, and will take on inflation. The case for 75 is the data are a bit hotter, and they've always said they would respect the data and adjust accordingly, and they did that. So I think of the two choices, being aggressive in the face of an aggressive inflation problem is the right one. And now we just see how many times they have to go 75. The chairman signaled they might do that again at the next meeting.
Yeah, you think this decision makes a recession in the next year or two any more or less likely?
No. We have an elevated risk of a recession anytime the Fed is trying to combat inflation. Historically, its ability to slow the economy enough to get the inflation under control, but not to get it to go into negative territory, has been a bit dicey. So they're trying to do that one more time in the face of a lot of uncertainty coming out of Ukraine, with the tail legs of the pandemic, and with China. That's a hard problem. So 50 or 75, the risks are still the same next year, one way or the other.
For people who, I'm trying to, deliver this to people sitting at home, don't deal specifically, right. They're not applying for a mortgage. Peggy in payroll. She's been married for 20 years, owned her house for 15. She's got 2 kids at home, not a lot of credit card debt. What does this mean for her family?
I think the right thing to recognize here is that once you let inflation get entrenched in the economy, and we've done that, you really have no good choices. You either live with the inflation, and Victor, you know how much people are struggling with this, and they don't want to live with this inflation, or you do things to control the inflation that mean higher costs for mortgages, higher costs for auto loans, higher costs for any kind of credit that you're going to have in the economy. Every month you're going to hear job reports that aren't as good as they used to be, housing reports that aren't what they used to be, retail sales that aren't as strong as they used to be. That doesn't feel so great either. So you're picking between these two evils in order to get, in the long run, the inflation out of the system and the ability to grow more rapidly. But that's not a this year phenomenon. That we're going to take a year or two to get through this.
Talk to me about stagflation. So high inflation, slow growth, but also high unemployment. Now, unemployment is not high right now, but the forecast from the Fed is that it could tick up. So this latest survey from Bank of America, their survey shows investors fear stagflation. Their fears are higher than they have been at any point since the 2008 financial crisis. You think that's warranted?
Well, I grew up with the stagflation of the 70s and the 80s. That was the beginning of my career as an economist. And the key difference between that era and now has to do with expectations of inflation. In the 70s, inflation was high on a sustained basis. People were counting on inflation every year. They were writing it into contracts. There were cost of living adjustments. And as a result, you got high inflation whether the economy was growing well or not. And we had some recessions. They showed combinations of inflation and recession, really bad economic circumstances. What the Fed is trying to do right now is prevent that inflation expectation from getting ingrained in the economy. They want people to get the message that they're taking this on, and then when you get to 2024, you're not worried about inflation anymore. It's in the rearview mirror, and you're going back to living your life the way you used to. That's the key for their success.
Let me slip one more in here on oil companies. There's this support in the Senate, this proposal from Senator Wyden on a surtax, 21% on excessive profits of the oil companies. Do you think that's a good idea, and could that backfire?
Again, this is history repeating itself. We put in a windfall profits tax in 1980. It was a spectacular failure. It depressed oil production in the United States. It did not raise any real revenue. It did not solve the high price of oil problem. So I don't think this is the right way to go. It's always, I think, tempting to demonize oil companies when things are bad. But substantively, that's not going to change global oil markets, which are where the problem resides.
Douglas Holtz-Eakin, always appreciate the perspective. Thank you.
Thank you.